Why is he crying?
He looks absolutely terrified.
This is terrible. They can't go through with this.
I stand at the altar, staring at the doors, my hands shaking so badly I have to grip them together. She's just late, I whisper to myself. Emily's always late. It's fine. My father leans closer. Are you okay? I'm fine, I say quickly. She'll be here. My mother forces a smile. Maybe traffic. Don't worry. But I do worry. My chest feels tight, like something is pressing down on it. Guests are whispering now. I can hear them. Why isn't she here yet? Is something wrong? I swallow hard. She'll come, I repeat, but my voice sounds weak, even to me. I glance around and suddenly realize something. Where's Ryan? My father frowns. Wasn't he just here? No, I say, my heart starting to race. He was right next to me. I step down from the altar. I'll go check. Wait, my mother says, grabbing my arm. Maybe you should stay. I'll be back, I cut her off. Just give me a minute. I walk fast, then faster. My shoes echo against the floor as I head toward the back rooms. My mind keeps repeating the same thing. She's fine. He's fine. You're overthinking. But something feels wrong. Deep, cold, and sharp. I reach the hallway near the dressing rooms. It's quiet. Too quiet. Then I hear voices. I freeze. Her voice. His voice. My chest tightens as I step closer, stopping right outside the closed door. I don't mean to listen. I just can't move. I can't do this, Emily says, her voice shaking. I can't marry him. My breath stops. Ryan sighs. Then don't. What about the guests? His family? She asks. Forget them, Ryan says. We'll leave. Right now. I feel like the ground disappears under me. Emily's voice gets softer. He doesn't deserve this. Ryan laughs quietly. He'll survive. He always does. Something inside me cracks. I feel guilty, she whispers. Don't, Ryan replies. We've been over this. You love me, not him. Silence. Then she speaks again. How long have we been lying to him? Almost a year, Ryan says. Since that business trip, remember? I grip the wall to stay standing. A year. A whole year. And he never noticed, Ryan adds. He trusts too easily. I close my eyes. Every word feels like a knife. Emily sighs. He's a good person. Good doesn't mean strong, Ryan says. He's weak, Emily. You know that. Weak. The word echoes in my head. I didn't want to hurt him like this, she says. You didn't, Ryan replies. He hurt himself by being blind. I want to open the door. I want to scream. I want to punch him, grab her, demand answers. But I don't move. I just stand there, listening as my world falls apart. What if he finds out? Emily asks. Ryan chuckles. He won't. And even if he does, what can he do? I feel my hands clench into fists. He loves you too much, Ryan continues. He'll forgive you. Silence again. Then Emily whispers, I'm scared. Ryan's voice softens. Don't be. I'm here. I hear movement. My heart jumps. We should go, Ryan says. Now. Yes. Before he comes looking. I step back quickly, my breath shaking. I press myself against the wall as the door opens. They walk out together. Emily's hand is in his. They don't see me. They don't even look back. I watch them walk away, my vision blurring. My chest hurts so much I think I might collapse. But I don't. I stay there for a moment, staring at the empty hallway. Then I slowly step into the room they just left. It feels cold. Empty. Like something died here. I look at the mirror. My reflection stares back at me. Pale. Broken. I barely recognize myself. I let out a shaky breath. So this is it, I whisper. No one answers. Of course not. I laugh softly, but it sounds wrong. Hollow. They were right, I say quietly. I didn't see it. I close my eyes, remembering every moment, every smile, every lie. My chest tightens again, but this time I force it down. No, I whisper. Don't break. I open my eyes and look at myself again. I don't cry. I don't scream. I just stare. Then I turn and walk out of the room. Each step feels heavy, but I keep going. I don't go back to the altar. I don't face the guests. I don't explain anything. I just walk past everyone, ignoring the voices calling my name. Where are you going? What's happening? Is everything okay? I don't answer. I push the doors open and step outside. The air hits my face, but I feel nothing. I stand there for a second, staring at nothing. Then I whisper, "It's over." And just like that, everything I had is gone. I don't move. I should walk away, but I can't. My hand slowly reaches into my pocket, and I pull out my phone. What are you doing? I whisper to myself. I don't answer. I just press record. Inside the room, Emily's voice shakes. I feel like I'm doing something terrible. Ryan exhales. You're not. You're choosing happiness. Happiness, she repeats. By hurting him. He'll be fine, Ryan says. He's always been weak. Weak. I close my eyes as the word hits me again. Stop it, I whisper under my breath. Don't react. Just listen. Emily sighs. You don't understand. He trusts me. He loves me. And that's the problem, Ryan replies. He depends on you too much. It's suffocating. My grip tightens around the phone. Is that what I was? I whisper. A burden. Emily hesitates. I didn't mean for this to happen. Ryan laughs softly. It always happens like this. You fall for the safe guy, then you realize you want more. More? She asks. Someone stronger. Someone who takes control, he says. I feel my chest tighten. You mean you? I whisper. Yes, me, Ryan says confidently. I built this. I made the moves he never could. Emily's voice lowers. But it was his company. Not anymore, Ryan replies. Not really. I freeze. What does that mean? I whisper. He doesn't even know what's happening around him, Ryan continues. I've been handling things for months. Emily sounds unsure. You said everything would be clean. It is, Ryan says. By the time he realizes anything, it'll be too late. My heart starts pounding harder. Too late for what? Emily takes a shaky breath. I don't like this. You like me, Ryan says quickly. There's a pause. Then she whispers, I do. That hurts more than anything. I press my forehead against the wall. Say it again, I whisper bitterly. Go on. We just need to leave, Ryan says. Start fresh. No drama. And him? Emily asks. Ryan shrugs. I can hear it in his voice. He'll move on. People like him always do. People like him, I repeat under my breath. Emily's voice cracks. I don't want to see his face when he finds out. Then don't, Ryan replies. We'll be gone before that. I let out a quiet, broken laugh. Yeah, I whisper. Run away. Inside, I hear movement. Are you ready? Ryan asks. Emily hesitates. Just, give me a second. I hear her footsteps, pacing. I never thought it would end like this, she says. It's not ending, Ryan replies. It's beginning. For us, she says softly. For us, he confirms. I look down at my phone. The recording is still going. Every word. Every lie. Every truth. Why am I recording this? I whisper. What am I going to do with it? No answer comes. Emily speaks again. Do you think he'll hate me? Ryan sighs. Probably. That hurts, she says. He'll get over it, Ryan replies. He always forgives. I shake my head slowly. Not this time, I whisper. There's silence again. Then I hear a soft sound, like a kiss. I stop breathing. Don't, I whisper, my voice breaking. Don't do that. But they do. And I hear it. Every second of it. I press my hand against my mouth to stop myself from making a sound. Okay, Emily says after a moment. Let's go. Good, Ryan replies. It's time. Their footsteps move closer to the door. I quickly step back, my heart racing. Move, I tell myself. Move. I press myself against the wall, barely breathing. The door opens. They walk out. Emily's hand is still in his. Ryan looks relaxed, confident, like he just won. They don't see me. They don't even look around. Let's not look back, Ryan says. I won't, Emily replies. Their footsteps fade. And then, silence. I stay there for a long moment. My phone is still recording. I look at it, then slowly press stop. It's done, I whisper. My hand shakes as I lower the phone. Now what? I ask myself. No answer. I step forward and push the door open. The room is empty. Cold. I walk inside slowly, my footsteps echoing. This is where it ended, I say quietly. I stand in the center of the room, staring at nothing. Then I turn toward the mirror. My reflection looks back at me. I look broken. No, I say softly. You're not broken. I step closer. You're just stupid, I add bitterly. You trusted them. I shake my head. You deserve this. For a moment, I believe it. Then something inside me pushes back. No, I whisper. You don't. I stare at myself, my eyes narrowing slightly. They lied, I say. They planned this. My breathing steadies. This isn't your fault. The words feel strange, unfamiliar, but they stay. I take a slow breath. Remember this feeling, I whisper. Don't forget it. I look down at my phone again. This is proof, I say. This is truth. My grip tightens. And one day, it will matter. I slide the phone back into my pocket. Then I turn away from the mirror. I'm done being weak, I say quietly. The words feel heavier than anything I've ever said. But I mean them. I walk out of the room without looking back. The hallway feels longer now. Voices echo in the distance. Where is he? Did something happen? I keep walking. Stop, someone calls. Please, talk to us. I don't stop. I push the exit doors open again. The light outside feels too bright. I step forward anyway. I'm not the same, I whisper. And for the first time, I believe it. Voices chase me as I walk back inside. Where is she? Someone asks. Did the wedding get cancelled? Another whispers. I keep my head down. Don't talk to me, I mutter. Just don't. My father catches up to me. Son, what happened? Nothing, I say quickly. That's not true, he insists. Look at me. I said nothing, I snap. My mother steps closer. Please, just tell us. We are worried. I shake my head. There's nothing to tell. Where's Emily? She asks softly. I let out a hollow laugh. Gone. What do you mean gone? My father asks. She left, I say. That's all. With who? He presses. I look at him, my jaw tightening. Does it matter? Yes, it matters, he says firmly. I take a step back. It was Ryan. Silence. My mother covers her mouth. No. My father's voice turns cold. That's not possible. It is, I say. I heard them. You heard them, he repeats. I heard everything, I reply. My hands start shaking again. Please, my mother says, reaching for me. Come sit down. I don't want to sit, I say, pulling away. Then talk to us, my father says. I can't, I whisper. Why not? Because if I start talking, I won't stop, I say. The room feels smaller. The whispers louder. I need to leave, I mutter. Wait, my mother says. Don't go alone. I have to, I reply. Let me come with you, she insists. No, I say. I need to be alone. I walk past them before they can stop me again. Outside, the noise fades, but my thoughts don't. Ryan, I whisper. Out of everyone. You. I laugh bitterly. Of course it's you. By the time I reach home, my head is pounding. I drop my keys on the table and sit down heavily. Now what? I ask the empty room. No answer. I pull out my phone and stare at it. Do I really want to hear it again? I whisper. My thumb hovers over the screen. Do it, I tell myself. Face it. I press play. Emily's voice fills the room. I can't marry him. I close my eyes. I know, I whisper. Ryan's voice follows. He'll be fine. Will I? I ask quietly. The recording continues. Every word. Every lie. I sit there, listening, my chest tightening again. When it ends, I don't move. Again, I say. I press play. This time, I don't flinch as much. I've heard worse, I mutter. By the third time, my hands stop shaking. By the fourth time, my breathing steadies. Good, I whisper. Feel it. Remember it. I lean back, staring at the ceiling. You trusted them, I say. This is what trust gets you. I sit up again and replay a part of the recording. Ryan's voice comes through clearly. I've been handling things for months. I frown. Handling what? I rewind. They don't even know what's happening, he says. My stomach twists. Who is they? I whisper. I replay it again, focusing harder. By the time he realizes anything, it'll be too late, Ryan says. Too late. For what? I ask the empty room. I fast forward, then stop suddenly. There, I say. Ryan's voice lowers, but I can still hear it. They don't know the company is already mine. I freeze. What? I whisper. I rewind again, my heart starting to race. They don't know the company is already mine, he repeats. My grip tightens on the phone. No, I say. That's not possible. I stand up quickly, pacing the room. The company is mine, I argue. I built it. But my voice sounds uncertain. Unless, I stop walking. Unless what? I ask myself. I think about the past few months. Ryan handling meetings. Ryan making decisions. You said you were helping, I whisper. I press play again. He doesn't even know what's happening around him, Ryan says. I laugh bitterly. You're right, I say. I didn't. I run a hand through my hair. This isn't just about Emily, I mutter. This is bigger. I sit down again, my mind racing. How long? I ask. How long have you been planning this? I look at the phone like it can answer me. You didn't just steal her, I say quietly. You tried to steal everything. The realization hits me hard. This wasn't an accident, I whisper. This was planned. I feel something shift inside me. The pain is still there. The anger too. But something else is growing. Clarity. I press play one more time. Not to feel. To understand. When it ends, I nod slowly. Okay, I say. I stand up, my movement's calmer now. Now I know. There's a knock on the door. I freeze. Who is it? I call out. It's me, a familiar voice says. Clara. I hesitate, then walk to the door and open it. She looks at me, her eyes wide. What happened? Nothing, I say automatically. Don't lie to me, she snaps. I heard. I look away. Then you already know. She steps inside and grabs my arm. Look at me. I don't. Look at me, she repeats. I finally meet her eyes. This isn't your fault, she says firmly. Something inside me cracks. You don't know that, I whisper. I do, she says. You trusted them. That's not a crime. It feels like one, I reply. She shakes her head. No. What they did, that's the crime. I laugh weakly. I should have seen it. No, she says. They hid it. They didn't hide it well enough, I mutter. I was just blind. She tightens her grip on my arm. Stop blaming yourself. I can't, I say. Not yet. She studies me for a moment. What are you going to do? I glance at my phone. I don't know, I admit. But I know one thing. What? She asks. I look back at her, my voice steady. This isn't over. I sit in front of my laptop, staring at the screen. Show me the truth, I whisper. No more lies. I open the company files. Emails. Contracts. Reports. Let's see what you've been doing, Ryan, I mutter. I click through folders. Why does this look different? I scroll faster. These signatures, that's not mine. My chest tightens. Who approved this? I open another document. Transferred shares. I read out loud. When did this happen? My hands move quickly now. No, this doesn't make sense. I search for older files. Where are the originals? Nothing matches. Everything's changed, I whisper. I lean back, running a hand over my face. How did I miss all of this? My phone buzzes. I glance at it. Unknown number. I hesitate, then answer. Hello. A calm voice replies, we need to talk. Who is this? I ask. You know who it is, he says quietly. I pause. Daniel. Yes, he replies. I sit up straighter. Where have you been? I've been here, he says, waiting for you to notice. Notice what? I ask, my voice sharp. Silence for a second. Then he says, meet me. Why? Because you're finally asking the right questions, he replies. I clench my jaw. Fine. Where? He gives me the address. I'll be there, I say, then hang up. I grab my keys and head out. Don't run, I tell myself. Face it. When I arrive, Daniel is already there, sitting quietly at a table. I walk up to him. You look calm, I say. He glances up. And you look like you just found out everything. Not everything, I reply. That's why I'm here. He gestures to the chair. Sit. I don't hesitate. Start talking. He studies me for a moment. Are you sure you want the truth? I lean forward. I already heard enough. Now I want the rest. He nods slowly. All right. My heart starts pounding again. You need to know something, he says. Say it, I reply. He takes a breath. Ryan has been taking control of the company. I figured that part out, I say. How? Piece by piece, Daniel answers. Small changes. Quiet moves. And I didn't see any of it. I ask. He shakes his head. You trusted him. That's not an answer, I snap. It is, he says calmly. Trust makes people blind. I look away. Keep going. He nods. He started by handling your meetings. Then finances. Then contracts. And I just let him. I ask bitterly. You believed he was helping, Daniel says. I laugh softly. Helping himself. Daniel doesn't react. Who else knows? I ask. He hesitates. Answer me, I press. Everyone who matters, he says quietly. My stomach drops. Everyone. They thought you approved it, he adds. I stare at him. Approved what? The transfers. The decisions. The changes, he says. I never approved anything, I say. I know, Daniel replies. Then why didn't you stop it? I ask sharply. He meets my eyes. Because I thought you knew. The words hit harder than anything. You thought I knew. I repeat. Yes, he says. You signed off on things. At least, it looked like you did. That wasn't me, I say. I'm aware of that now, he replies. I shake my head slowly. So everyone believed I was part of this. Yes, Daniel says. I laugh, but it sounds empty. That's unbelievable. It's effective, he says. I lean back, trying to process everything. What about Emily? I ask quietly. Daniel pauses again. Don't lie to me, I warn. He sighs. She knew. I close my eyes. Say that again. She knew, he repeats. My chest tightens. From the beginning. Not the very beginning, he says. But she got involved. How? I ask. She helped him gain access, Daniel replies. Information. Schedules. Decisions. I feel sick. So she wasn't just cheating. No, he says. She was helping him. I grip the edge of the table. Why? I don't know, Daniel says. Maybe trust. Maybe influence. Or maybe she chose him, I say quietly. Daniel doesn't respond. I laugh bitterly. Of course she did. Silence falls between us. Finally, I speak. How bad is it? Daniel looks at me carefully. Bad enough that you've already lost control. I nod slowly. And you're just telling me this now. You weren't ready before, he says. And now I am. You came to me, he replies. I exhale slowly. Yeah, I guess I did. I look down at my hands. This wasn't just betrayal, I say. No, Daniel agrees. It was strategy. I nod. A good one. For them, he says. I look up at him. Do I have anything left? He holds my gaze. Yes. What? I ask. Proof, he says. I think about the recording. And? I press. Time, he adds. I frown. Time for what? For you to decide what kind of person you want to be now, he says. I stare at him. You can walk away, he continues. Or you can fight. Fight with what? I ask. With the truth, he replies. I sit there in silence for a moment. Do you think I can win? I ask quietly. Daniel shrugs. That depends. On what? On whether you're still the same person, he says. I think about that. The man at the altar. The man outside that door. The man sitting here now. I'm not, I say finally. Daniel nods. Good. I stand up slowly. So what now? He asks. I look at him, my voice steady. Now, I say, I stop being the victim. I turn off my phone. No calls, I say. No messages. No distractions. Clara watches me from the doorway. You're really doing this? I have to, I reply. You're just going to disappear, she asks. I'm not disappearing, I say. I'm rebuilding. She crosses her arms. That sounds the same. It's not, I reply. Running means I'm scared. This is different. Different how? She presses. I look at her. I'm done being the person they used. She studies my face. And who are you now? I don't know yet, I admit. But I'm going to find out. She sighs softly. Just don't shut me out. I won't, I say. You're the only one I trust right now. She nods. Good. Because I'm not leaving. Stay, I say quietly. Days pass. I keep my phone off. I ignore the outside world. Clara knocks on my door one morning. You need to eat. I'm not hungry, I reply. You haven't eaten properly in 2 days, she says. I'm fine, I insist. You're not, she snaps. Open the door. I sigh and open it. She hands me a plate. Sit. I take it. You're acting like a parent. Someone has to, she says. I sit down and take a bite. Better, she asks. A little, I admit. She softens. Good. I look up at her. Thank you. Don't thank me, she says. Just don't fall apart. I'm not falling apart, I reply. I'm changing. She nods slowly. I can see that. Later, I meet Daniel again. He looks at me carefully. You look different. I feel different, I say. Good, he replies. Let's start. Start what? I ask. Fixing what's left, he says. I sit across from him. Tell me everything I missed. He opens his laptop. You missed a lot. Then teach me, I say. He raises an eyebrow. You're serious. I've never been more serious, I reply. He nods. All right. First lesson, Control. Control what? I ask. Information. Money. People, he says. I lost all of that, I admit. Not all, he replies. Just enough to hurt you. I lean forward. How do I take it back? Slowly, he says. I don't want slow, I reply. You need slow, he corrects. Fast gets you noticed. I pause. And I don't want that. Exactly, he says. We go through files together. See this? He points. This is where he moved funds. I frown. I never approved that. I know, he says. Then we reverse it, I say. Not yet, he replies. Why not? I ask. Because he'll see it, he says. I lean back. So we wait. We plan, he corrects. I nod slowly. Okay. Days turn into weeks. I study everything. Numbers. Contracts. Patterns. Clara checks on me often. You're working too much, she says one night. I need to, I reply. You also need to sleep, she insists. I'll sleep later, I say. She shakes her head. You're becoming obsessed. I'm becoming prepared, I correct. She sighs. Just don't lose yourself. I already did, I say quietly. Now I'm building something new. She doesn't argue after that. One evening, I stand in front of the mirror again. I stare at my reflection. You look tired, I say. But you don't look weak anymore. I step closer. They called you weak, I whisper. Remember that. My eyes narrow slightly. Never forget it. I straighten my posture. You trusted too easily, I continue. That won't happen again. I take a slow breath. You gave everything to people who didn't deserve it. My voice hardens. That ends now. I look at myself for a long moment. I won't lose again, I whisper. The words feel real. Solid. Behind me, Clara speaks softly. You sound different. I don't turn around. I am different. Should I be worried? She asks. No, I reply. You should be relieved. Why? She asks. Because I'm finally awake, I say. She walks closer. Just promise me something. What? Don't become like them, she says. I think about that. I won't, I reply. But I won't be the same either. She nods slowly. I can live with that. The next day, I sit with Daniel again. You're ready, he says. For what? I ask. To start taking things back, he replies. I lean forward. Tell me what to do. He slides a document toward me. Step 1. I look at it. This gives me partial control. Yes, he says. And he won't notice. Not immediately, he replies. I pick up the pen. This is it, I say. This is the beginning, he corrects. I sign the document. There, I say. Daniel watches me. How do you feel? I think for a moment. Calm, I answer. Good, he says. You'll need that. I nod. This isn't revenge, I say. No, he agrees. I meet his eyes. This is survival. I stand across the street, staring at the building. Home, I whisper, then shake my head. No, theirs. My phone buzzes. Daniel's name appears. You're early, he says when I answer. I couldn't wait, I reply. Remember the plan, he reminds me. I know, I say. Watch. Don't act. Good, he says. Any movement on their side? I'm about to find out, I reply, then hang up. I step inside quietly. The lobby feels familiar, but I don't stop. Don't rush, I tell myself. I reach the elevator and press the button. You're calm, I whisper. Stay that way. The doors open. I step in. Floor 12, I say softly, pressing the button. As the elevator moves, my reflection stares back at me. You're not here for them, I remind myself. You're here for control. The doors open again. I walk down the hallway slowly. Voices echo faintly. Her voice. His voice. I stop near the door, my heart steady. Just listen, I whisper. Inside, Emily speaks first. Why didn't you tell me? Tell you what? Ryan replies. About the money, she says. My eyes narrow. It's handled, Ryan answers. No, it's not, she snaps. Bills are piling up. That's temporary, he says. Temporary, she repeats. You said everything was secure. It is, Ryan insists. I lean closer to the door. Then why are accounts frozen? She asks. Silence. Answer me, she pushes. Ryan sighs. There are complications. What kind of complications? She asks. Business ones, he says. Don't lie to me, she says sharply. I smirk slightly. There it is, I whisper. I'm not lying, Ryan replies. You are, she says. I can feel it. That's not proof, he snaps. No, she says. But your silence is. I hear something slam. Stop overreacting, Ryan says. I'm not overreacting, she fires back. I left everything for you. And I gave you everything, he replies. No, she says. You promised everything. I close my eyes for a second. Promises, I whisper. Things take time, Ryan says. You said that months ago, she replies. Because it's true, he insists. Or because you keep losing control, she asks. I grin slightly. Closer, I whisper. Ryan's voice hardens. I'm not losing control. Then prove it, she challenges. How? He asks. Fix this, she says. I will, he replies. When? She presses. Soon, he says. That's not an answer, she snaps. I hear footsteps pacing. This isn't what you promised, Emily says, her voice softer now. I know, Ryan replies quietly. Do you? She asks. Yes, he says. Then why does it feel like everything is falling apart? She asks. I lean back slightly, listening. It's not falling apart, Ryan says. It is, she insists. No, it's just adjusting, he replies. To what? She asks. To new circumstances, he says. I chuckle under my breath. Nice try. What circumstances? She asks. Ryan hesitates. Changes in the company. My eyes narrow again. What kind of changes? She asks. Internal ones, he says. Stop being vague, she snaps. I'm handling it, he replies. That's what you always say, she says. Because I am, he insists. Then why does it feel like you're hiding something? She asks. Silence. That's what I thought, she says quietly. I shift my weight. You don't trust me. Ryan asks. I did, she replies. And now? He presses. I don't know, she admits. I smile faintly. There it is, I whisper. You're doubting me because of stress, Ryan says. I'm doubting you because things don't add up, she replies. They will, he says. When? She asks again. Soon, he repeats. That word again, she says bitterly. I hear her footsteps stop. Was it worth it? She asks suddenly. My breath pauses. Ryan doesn't answer. Ryan, she says. Silence. Was it worth it? She repeats. Still nothing. I stare at the door. That silence, I whisper. That's your answer. Inside, Emily lets out a shaky breath. Say something, she pleads. Ryan finally speaks, but his voice is weaker now. It will be. That's not what I asked, she says. I know, he replies. Then answer me, she insists. I can't, he admits. I close my eyes briefly. You can't, I repeat softly. Emily's voice cracks. I gave up everything. I know, Ryan says. And now I don't even know if it mattered, she says. It matters, he replies. Then why doesn't it feel like it? She asks. He doesn't answer right away. Because things are complicated, he finally says. Or because we made a mistake, she asks. My chest tightens slightly. No, Ryan says quickly. Then prove it, she says again. I will, he replies. When? Soon, he says. She laughs bitterly. I'm tired of that word. I step back from the door. That's enough, I whisper. My phone buzzes again. Well? Daniel asks when I answer. They're breaking, I say calmly. How bad? He asks. Bad enough, I reply. Good, he says. This is just the beginning, I add. Are you ready for the next step? He asks. I look at the door one last time. Yes, I say. Because they have no idea what's coming. I push the glass door open and step inside. No more shadows, I whisper. Ryan looks up first. His face drains. You're back. I meet his eyes. I never left. Emily turns slowly. You. Me, I say. Surprised. Ryan stands up fast. What are you doing here? Taking a seat, I reply, pulling out a chair. Relax. This won't take long. Emily's voice shakes. We thought you disappeared. I did, I say. Just not the way you hoped. Ryan clenches his jaw. If you're here to make a scene. I'm here to end one, I cut in. End what? He asks. Your version of my life, I answer. Emily looks between us. What does that mean? I place a folder on the table. It means this. Ryan's eyes flicker. What is that? Open it, I say. He hesitates. I don't need to. Open it, I repeat. Emily reaches first and flips it open. What is this? She asks, scanning the pages. Transfers, I say. Unauthorized. Ryan scoffs. That proves nothing. Keep reading, I reply. Emily's hands start shaking. These signatures, they're his. They look like mine, I say. They're not. Ryan steps forward. You're making accusations without context. I'm providing evidence with context, I correct. Emily looks at him. Ryan. He forces a smile. It's business. He doesn't understand how things work. I understand enough, I say. Enough to know you forged documents. That's a lie, Ryan snaps. I pull out my phone. Then explain this. What is that? He asks. Press play, I say. Emily hesitates, then taps the screen. Her voice fills the room. I can't marry him. She freezes. No. Ryan's expression tightens. Turn that off. I shake my head. Let it play. Ryan's voice follows. He'll be fine. He's always been weak. Emily steps back. You recorded us. I listened, I reply. You forgot that part. Ryan moves closer. This proves nothing about the company.
I té proves intent, Isai.
Keep listening. The recording continues. They don't know the company is already mine. Emily looks at him slowly. What did you mean by that? Ryan exhales. It's not what it sounds like. Then explain it, she says. I was talking about future plans, he says quickly. I laugh softly. Future plans you already executed. Emily turns to me. Is this true? I slide another document forward. Check the dates. She flips through them, her face changing. These were done months ago. Ryan shakes his head. He's twisting things. I'm revealing them, I correct. Emily's voice rises. Ryan, did you do this? He hesitates. That's your answer, I say calmly. I did it for us, Ryan finally says. Emily steps back. For us? Yes, he says. I was securing our future. By stealing from him, she asks. By taking control, he replies. Without telling me, she presses. I was going to, he says. When? She asks. He doesn't answer. I lean back. You see it now. Emily looks at me, her eyes wide. Why didn't you say anything before? Because I needed the truth, I reply. Not excuses. Ryan points at me. You planned this. Yes, I say. Just like you did. This isn't over, he snaps. It already is, I reply. He laughs nervously. You think a few papers can take me down? Not just papers, I say. Authority. What? He asks. I pull out another file. Board approval, Emily looks at it. What is this? Restoration of control, I say. Ryan grabs the document. This is fake. Call them, I suggest. He hesitates. Go on, I say. Prove me wrong. Emily watches him. Call them. Ryan doesn't move. That's what I thought, I say quietly. Emily's voice drops. You lied to me. I didn't lie, he insists. You hid everything, she says. I was protecting you, he replies. From what? She asks. From him, he says, pointing at me. I shake my head. No. From the truth. Emily steps away from him. I trusted you. And you still can, he says. No, she replies. I can't. Ryan's confidence starts to crack. Emily, listen. No, she cuts him off. You listen. Silence fills the room. I watch him carefully. For the first time, I see it. Fear. Real fear. You're losing everything, I say calmly. He looks at me. You think you've won. I think I've taken back what's mine, I reply. This isn't fair, he says. I almost smile. Neither was what you did. Emily looks between us, her voice barely steady. What happens now? I stand up slowly. Now, I say, you live with your choices. Ryan's voice shakes. You can't just walk away. I already did once, I reply. Emily whispers, please. I pause. Not for long. Goodbye, I say. I turn and walk toward the door. You're really leaving? Ryan calls out. I stop for a second. Yes, I say. And I don't look back. I hear a knock on my office door. Come in, I say. The door opens slowly. Emily steps inside. I stare at her. You came alone. She nods. Yes. Where's Ryan? I ask. I don't know, she replies. And I don't care. I lean back in my chair. That's new. She takes a step closer. Can we talk? We are already talking, I say. She hesitates. Not like this. Then say what you came to say, I reply. She looks at me, her eyes tired. I made a mistake. I watch her quietly. That's what you think this is? I ask. Her voice trembles. Please don't do that. Don't do what? Don't act like it meant nothing, she says. I let out a slow breath. It meant everything. Then why are you so cold? She asks. Because I learned, I reply. She shakes her head. I didn't mean to hurt you. You did, I say. I know, she whispers. Silence stretches between us. I thought I was making the right choice, she continues. For who? I ask. For me, she says. I nod slightly. Exactly. She takes another step forward. I didn't realize what I was losing. You knew, I say. No, she insists. Not like this. I study her face. What changed? Everything, she replies. He lied. He used me. I almost smile. Sounds familiar. Her eyes fill with tears. I deserve that. Yes, I say quietly. She flinches. I'm not here to fight, she says. Then why are you here? I ask. She takes a deep breath. Because I still love you. I look at her for a long moment. You shouldn't say that, I reply. Why not? She asks. Because it doesn't matter, I say. It does to me, she insists. It doesn't to me, I reply. Her voice breaks. Please, don't say that. It's the truth, I say. Tears start falling down her face. I know I messed up. You did more than that, I say. I can fix it, she says quickly. I shake my head. No, you can't. Why not? She asks. Because some things don't get fixed, I reply. She steps closer, almost desperate. We can try. We already tried, I say. No, we didn't, she argues. We can start over. I laugh softly. What's funny? She asks. Start over. I repeat. You think that's possible? Yes, she says. If you give me a chance. I stand up slowly. I gave you everything, I say. And I was stupid, she replies. You were selfish, I correct. She lowers her head. Maybe I was. Not maybe, I say. She looks up again. I'm not that person anymore. I tilt my head slightly. You're exactly that person. No, she insists. I've changed. Because things didn't work out. I ask. That's not fair, she says. Neither was what you did, I reply. She wipes her tears. I'm trying to make it right. You can't, I say again. Why? She asks, her voice breaking. I take a step closer. Because I remember everything, I say quietly. She freezes. What do you mean? I mean I was there, I reply. Her face turns pale. There, where? Outside the door, I say. Her lips tremble. No. I heard you, I continue. Every word. She shakes her head. That's not possible. It is, I say. You heard everything, she asks. I nod slowly. The part where you said you love him, I add. She steps back. The part where you called me weak, I continue. I didn't mean that, she whispers. You said it, I reply. Her breathing becomes uneven. I was confused. You were clear, I say. Tears stream down her face. I didn't know you were there. That doesn't change what you said, I reply. She covers her mouth. I would have never. Don't, I cut her off. Don't rewrite it. I'm not, she says. I regret it. I nod. I believe you. Her eyes widen slightly. You do. Yes, I say. Hope flickers in her expression. But it doesn't matter, I add. Her face falls again. Why? Because regret doesn't erase choice, I reply. She takes a shaky breath. So that's it. That's it, I say. No second chance, she asks. I shake my head. No. She looks at me like she's seeing me for the first time. You're really done, she whispers. I've been done, I reply. She stands there, silent, broken. I thought, maybe, she starts. Don't, I say gently. She nods slowly. I'm sorry, she whispers. I know, I reply. She turns toward the door. Then stops. I did love you, she says. I don't respond. Because it doesn't matter anymore. I stand by the window, looking down at the city. It looks the same, I whisper. But I'm not. My phone buzzes on the desk. Clara's name lights up. I answer. Hey. You sound calm, she says. I am, I reply. Big day, she asks. Final signatures, I say. It's done. She exhales happily. So it's really yours again. It always was, I say. Now it's just official. I'm proud of you, she says. I smile slightly. You helped me get here. I just made sure you didn't starve, she jokes. That mattered more than you think, I reply. She pauses. Do you ever think about them? I look out the window again. Less than before. That's good, she says. It is, I agree. Come home for dinner tonight, she adds. I will, I say. Don't work too late, she warns. I won't, I promise. We hang up. I place the phone down slowly. One step at a time, I whisper. There's a knock on the door. Come in, I say. Daniel walks in, holding a file. You're early, I tell him. I like being on time, he replies. Everything ready? I ask. He nods. All documents are finalized. I gesture to the chair. Sit. He sits down and slides the file toward me. This is the last piece, he says. I open it. Control restored, I read quietly. You earned it, he says. I took it back, I correct. He smiles faintly. Fair enough. I sign the paper. There, I say. No more doubts. He watches me. How does it feel? I think for a moment. Quiet. Not happy, he asks. I am, I reply. Just not loud about it. He nods. That's new. I changed, I say. I noticed, he replies. I close the file. What's next? Growth, he says. Expansion. I ask. Yes, he answers. I lean back. We do it carefully. Of course, he agrees. No shortcuts, I add. Never again, he says. I look at him. You stayed. I had my reasons, he replies. You could have walked away, I say. So could you, he answers. I nod slightly. But I didn't. No, he says. You didn't. Silence settles for a moment. Do you regret anything? He asks. I look down at my hands. No, not even them, he presses. I shake my head. They taught me. What did they teach you? He asks. I meet his eyes. Who I don't want to be. He nods. That's valuable. It is, I agree. My phone buzzes again. Unknown number. I stare at it. Not answering. Daniel asks. No, I say. You know who it is? He asks. I have a guess, I reply. Emily, he says. Probably, I answer. Still calling, he asks. Sometimes, I say. And you ignore it every time. Yes, I reply. He studies me. No curiosity. No, I say. No anger, he asks. No, I repeat. What do you feel? He asks. I think for a second. Nothing, I answer. He leans back. That's powerful. It's peaceful, I say. The phone stops buzzing. I look back at the window. Do you ever miss who you were? Daniel asks. I shake my head. No. Why not? He asks. Because he wouldn't survive this, I reply. And you did, he says. I did, I confirm. He stands up. Then I think we are done here. For now, I say. For now, he repeats. He walks to the door, then pauses. You're different, he says again. I know, I reply. It suits you, he adds. Good, I say. He leaves. I'm alone again. I walk closer to the window. This city, I whisper. It watched me fall. I take a slow breath. And now it watches me rise. I rest my hand on the glass. That day, I say quietly. The wedding. I close my eyes for a moment. I thought it ended everything. I open them again. But it didn't. I shake my head slightly. It started everything. I turn away from the window and walk back to my desk. My phone lights up again. A message this time. I'm sorry. I stare at the words. Too late, I whisper. I lock the screen and set the phone down. No more looking back, I say. I sit in my chair and lean back. I lost a lot, I admit. But I gained more. I glance around the office. This is mine, I say. Every part of it. I let out a slow breath. I built this. And I rebuilt myself. I close my eyes briefly. I survived, I whisper. The words feel real. Stronger than before. I open my eyes again. And I'm not done yet.